It's crazy. Thank you, guys. I want to bring out two amazing actors. Charlize and James, please come out. Come on. I can't tell you what an honor and a pleasure it is to work with such talented people. And you guys make me look so good. So it's really easy when you can just hang the movie on them. And that's what I said from the beginning. So
you're welcome, David.
Thank you. And there's a lot of amazing people to thank. I mean, Universal Focus, Sierra, for really believing in the movie and delivering tenfold for us. So we're really happy that they could support us.
Thank you.
It was a thrill for us to present this world premiere because it just, it worked so well. And it's kind of quickly backstage, just sort of, we all thank you for being this action hero of taking it to a profoundly new level.
Yes, we thank you. You have no idea how hard she works. It's insane.
Well, there are so many questions. For you, it's interesting. Does it start with the action first or the stunts? Or, because the film is so complex in so many ways. So can you talk about that?
No, I mean, with this, it starts with the story and the character. And the action just is sort of the dressing. But we did want to do some compelling action, and thank God we had someone that would put in the work to deliver it, and she did. So, you saw it.
I'll ask a few more questions, but we have microphones here. If you'd like to come down and line up and ask questions, we have a little bit of time. It couldn't be more timely, too. How crazy is it in terms of how long this was in the works, but in terms of where our whole world is right now? We're kind of
It's pretty interesting with the Russians, you mean? The Russians are back in. It's perfect timing.
He's Trump.
If you didn't get the metaphor.
Well, in terms of chemistry, too, in terms of the casting process, does it all happen at the same time? It's kind of one person lead, and then you find the right partner for that?
Charlize was on the project before I was, and so I had to pitch her.
He didn't have a choice. I came with it. I was like, guess what, motherfucker? You gotta have me.
That was not it. It was I was fighting to do this movie because I had for an opportunity to work with her. And thank God she said yes. So
one for James in terms of how you became involved as well.
It was. No, sorry, I'm good. I can project.
Wow. It's from the theater.
It's got classical training. There you go. British training. It was conventional. You just called me up, said read the script. I got a massive hard on for the script. And I just called it massive, by the way. I don't know if you noticed that. And then we met up on the South Bank in London, and I was like, I really want to do it, and I really wanted to make him as alcoholic, as drug addicted, as sexually diseased as possible. And you were like, yeah, go for it, dude.
Right? Well, no, but that was really that's why I picked you. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry.
No, I love it.
Well, I think I interrupted you. I'm sorry, Charlize, if there was something you were...
You didn't interrupt me at all. No.
Okay.
What?
No, I just was starting. Well, we before the fight scene, the one take fight scene on the stairs.
Yes.
Amazing.
Thank you. I don't know. Look, there was it was something that I'd been wanting to do for a long time, and that had been in my brain about this extended piece of fight choreography, and it's just finding someone that can do it and puts in the time and the training, is willing to commit to the multiple takes that it takes to get that done, and the months of training to get it done. So
a lot of years.
yes. So you just don't get this opportunity. So when I saw the potential, I took it.
what was so exciting to see in terms for you, in terms of your, you've been performing for a long time, but is it like literally new muscles, new kind of skills you have to develop to be able to do that, or?
Do you need muscles? Is that what you said?
I was sort of talking figuratively, but then I
Yeah.
thought even literally too, in terms of the new skill set, in terms of
Yeah.
how different it is to be able to carry something that off from the work you've done for years, or
Yeah,
is it just the
no,
same?
completely. I mean, I just want to give a quick shout out because D&D bought this project maybe 5 years ago, and we knew there was a lot of potential. I fucking love the character. I had no idea if I would ever get to play her, but I just loved the project so much. And Beth Kono, who's here tonight, spearheaded this development, and I just want to give her a shout out. Beth, stand up. Where is she? Where? She left? She hates it? She's right here. Come out here. Come out here. Come out. She's being pushed out. Yes. Beth was the one who found Kurt Johnstead for us and developed it for over 4 years. And I got a call from her. She's like, I think we're going to make this. We're going to go and do this. And I was on the plane to Budapest, and I just literally, I couldn't believe we were actually making this film. And it all came together because of her and because of David being in the same room. And then I had, 8 amazing fight trainers who basically just made me puke every single day. And I'm very grateful to them as well. So this whole thing for me, I just want to say this because I've been doing this for almost 20 years. Tonight was really special for me. Thank you so much.
Let's go ahead, the audience.
Hi. So I really, really enjoyed the different characters, mainly because both of the characters have incredible layers to them. And you kind of talked about how you obviously wanted him to come off to the audience as this crazy sex addict and all of this kind of
How good does he look in that sweater vest?
right? And the fur coat.
And the fur coat. I
was
know.
Fantastic touch. But I was just wondering, since you're creating such, layered characters, how did you go about creating that character, not only, in your own mind, but pulling from source material, and then also understanding like the audience perception of it. So for both of you guys, for both characters. Sorry.
All right. It's such a twisty-turny movie, and it's the virtue of it that it is such a twisty-turny movie. So you're playing with the audience perception at all times. The audience are kind of in on that as well. In terms of building the character, I just went to what MI6 really choose as their selection criteria and the type of person they try to pick. And one of the things that stuck out for me was that at that time they were picking people who were drinking heavily, and they were picking people who were closeted socially, whether that was sexually or whether that was politically. Partly because those people had a tendency to self-combust because of hiding something for such a long time, and also it gave them a specific skill set. They'd been hiding something in their life anyway. The reason they went for those guys is because they were expendable, and they'd probably burn out by the time they were 40 anyway. So they'd be not a problem going forward decades after doing heinous acts. So that, for me, meant that I wanted to create somebody who was burning, and pretty much at the end, whether Charlize had managed to kill him or not, he'd probably have died from syphilis or alcohol poisoning or something like that anyway, do you know what I mean? And that was my sort of not my motivation, that was my inspiration for the character.
This side.
Yeah. The thing I can't figure out is I know I saw Miss Theron's face bounce off the wall.
Yes, that was my face.
Yes, that did.
You're welcome.
She's a pro. That was it.
Okay. Go ahead.
First of all, Charlize, thanks for coming back to South by Southwest. I was here when you came with East of Havana a few years ago, and it meant a lot to me as the son of a Marielito. A question about the source material to both Charlize and James. Charlize, I'm curious if you could tell us how you were exposed to the source material. Were you given the graphic novel itself, were you given a script? And James, the second volume of this trilogy is out now, and it takes us back in time a little bit with your character. So I'm curious if you have any interest in digging back into this this crazy guy to show us more of him, if that's something that's interesting to you.
Don't lean on the screen,
Don't lean on the screen.
Jesus.
Dude, send the fucking film. I went down like a cup of cold sick.
Yeah, totally. I'm gonna let Beth answer the source material. Yes, because this is your baby.
Okay. It was from a graphic novel called The Coldest City by Oni Press, written by Anthony Johnston, yeah, who's amazing.
Move away from the screen.
And we
We're
found it
breaking
about
everything already.
5 years ago. They came to us and they said, you guys should do this because it's a kick-ass female character. And we saw it and we thought, it is, and it's amazing, and she would be great for it. So we all fell in love with it.
Yeah, I'll do a prequel. That'd be awesome.
Okay. Over there, go ahead.
Hi. Happy belated International Women's Day, and thank you for being strong women, first of all.
There you go.
I haven't seen women kick this much ass in a movie well since Kill Bill, so thank you for that. And you did a really, really good job at the choreography, fight choreography. John Vellara, I guess, was the choreographer, but
John Valera, yeah.
Valera, thank you. I'm Mexican. Valera, sorry. So you did a really, really great job at that, and wanted to congratulate you on that. How hard was it?
It was so hard. Are you kidding me? When I started, I called Beth and I was like, this is never gonna work. I look like Big Bird. Like they were like teaching me fight stands. Like for the first 2 weeks, that's all we did was just fight stands. And I was literally like, I'm cupping small titties and I don't know what I'm doing. Like I literally, and you know, David was really supportive. I was very doubtful. Beth was very supportive. And it really is just consistency and going every single day. And it was amazing because they kind of did a behind the scenes recording, like videographer was there. And when I saw the progression, like in 2.5 months, it was pretty amazing. I mean, things that I never thought I'd be able to do. Throwing my entire body on the floor, on my back, like throwing these big dudes. I was like, we're gonna pretend that, right? And David was like, no, you're gonna actually throw big dudes. And I was like, all right, let's throw some big dudes. And then just being in his gym and training with all of his guys who, you know, became like family and really supported me so much. And Keanu was training at the same time for John Wick, and we would like kind of spar with each other and shit like that. And like, oh God, Keanu, I'll just take you down, like shit like that. It was just like very macho. It's great.
Great job.
That's a great concept. Is that sort of, can we blend these two characters down the road?
I don't know.
Great.
Maybe. Crazy worlds.
We're gonna call it Atomic Wick.
Atomic Wick, yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Hi, thank you. Incredible film. I had a question for David. I know that you kind of began the film by talking about how much music mattered. I couldn't help but notice that father figure and Under Pressure were being played during really important scenes, and I don't know if that was a purposeful choice because of the passing of these two amazing singers.
Ironically, those songs were in the movie before the passing. And, you know, we had gone out to David Bowie for one of the parts in the film and was really supportive of the film. Obviously, an icon of Berlin. So we needed songs from him and his estate in the movie. I mean, I wanted them in the movie, and he was supportive of it. But yeah, it was like, we could not have those artists in the movie. They're sort of iconic for the era. And it's just tragic that we lost them, you know, this year.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
We had this line of dialogue that unfortunately didn't work, but David and I really loved it, where Percival asks Lorraine, like, how do you cope? Like, how do you sleep at night just with all of this fucked up shit going on? And my response is, David Bowie. I listened to David Bowie. And it kind of was our inspiration for the film.
It was.
And we lost him while we were making this film, and it was something that David and I talked a lot about. So this really is, you know, for us, kind of celebrating him, because this is kind of how this whole movie came about for us.
Absolutely.
Sir?
Yes. Great movie. Really appreciate the great job you guys did. Kept everybody's interest all the way through, and thank you so much for a great job, Charlize. Your genius continues.
Wow.
Thank
Like you. Thank you. That's so
These
nice.
softballs.
And how are your teeth?
Oh, my teeth are in bad shape.
Are they? I heard
Yeah,
that.
I'm still actually undergoing surgery. It's really crazy. When I trained, I actually cracked 2 teeth in the back of my mouth, clenching while fighting, because apparently my arm strength wasn't strong enough. And I went into surgery right before we went on to Berlin to do this film. And I'm still fucking dealing with it. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you're still beautiful. That doesn't.
Oh,
doesn't
thank
show.
you. No teeth. Yes, thank you.
I'm sorry, we actually only have time for one more question. It goes to you.
Hello, my name's Augustine. Incredible cinematography and production design.
Yeah, the style
Thanks.
is so
You know,
striking.
we had such a great team of artists that work on this, and these guys know, like, as a director, I'm a real collaborator, but Jonathan Stella is an incredible cinematographer. He shot John Wick for Chad and I. David Schoeneman, he was an art director for years on a lot of the Wachowski movies that I'd worked on, and he came on. He's from Berlin. He's a Berlin native, and he came on to step up to production designer, and he did some crazy stuff. And then Cindy Evans, who'd worked with Charlize for a long time, she brought the 80s costume to life,
designer.
like,
Yeah.
amazing. So,
And also,
about
we
those
have,
team of artists.
Wait,
like,
we have Enzo and Francesca here.
Oh, they're-
Who
By the
hair
way-
and makeup designed Lorraine. Where are they? Enzo, Franny, stand up.
and, you know, this
they're
idea
here too?
of this iconic hairdo.
Yeah, the
You know,
crew is
Enzo,
unbelievable.
like, coming up with the, you know, the iconic hairdo. Well, or you.
Well, it's important as we wrap up. Your ballots to actually vote this is eligible for an audience award, so make sure to pick them up on the way out and deliver them right away. On behalf of everybody, this was such a privilege for
Thank
us
you
to
so
present
much.
this. It works on every level.
Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you, South by
Smart
Southwest.
and cool and action, and it's beautiful, so thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.